morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Back again with another video. Again, I want to talk about the topic of the assassination attempt on the former President Trump's life, and what are the consequences that are about to take place in American society or society on a whole. A lot of people and I have speculated that this is only the tip of the iceberg, and it can only get worse from here on out. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why it's going to get worse from here on out. Right? Because when you look at TikTok and you see the supporters, the MAGA supporters, right? Let's not just get up and call everybody ready to desist. Some people are just Trump supporters and they basically did not like what happened. Alright, you can't just get up and call everybody race to desist. I don't think that's something that you should do, like just label an entire group. You understand? There are definitely a lot of them that are, but I doubt every one of them who supports the former president or him now running for the presidency at this point in time. I doubt that a lot of them are ready to desist. You understand? Now, what this assassination attempt has done, it has galvanized his supporters. And when you say galvanized, what do I mean by that? Well, basically, it's made them more strong in their resolve for the support of Trump. It's made them more emboldened in their ideals and their beliefs about the system, about the people that surround that system, about the people that are against Trump, etc., etc., etc. Right? And it's also made them like more aware of what exactly could possibly be taking place at that moment in time. Now, I can guarantee you that the next rally that the former President Trump has, there's going to be a lot of people armed to the teeth at that rally. I can guarantee you that. There's going to be a lot of people armed to the teeth. And the thing about it is that when you have everybody armed to the teeth, somebody can slip in regardless again. Because now everybody's armed to the teeth. Everybody wants to protect the former president. Everybody wants to be the hero at this point in time. Everybody wants to show that, people are basically attacking the man and that they're the ones who took them out, and etc., etc., etc. You understand? There's some other stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it right now. One of the main things is that a lot of people, especially on the left, believe that Trump supporters, MAGA supporters, are just some dumb hicks, backcountry, back of the woods type of people, and they couldn't be any more further from the truth. And the reason why I say that is this, is that when you there are a lot of people that you're able to have a lot of intelligent conversations with that support Trump, that support the idea of MAGA, and a lot of them are doctors, a lot of them are attorneys, a lot of them are business owners, a lot of them are corporate execs, a lot of them are these types of people. So I think that we as a people need to basically get out of this mindset that whenever somebody doesn't support your side, they're just an idiot. They're just some backwater cousin marrying person, which is what they said a lot of the Trump supporters are. And I seriously doubt that, because I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people who supported Trump, or who used to support Trump. They used to support him, and they said basically no, they're not supporting him this time around. They don't believe that he can make a change. They don't believe that he can make a difference. And these people are just, they just said they're not sure about, because they don't see a strong candidate on the next side either. So when you don't see a strong candidate on either side, you're basically going to do one of two things. You're either just going to cast your vote for the next side, or you're just not going to vote at all. And that's something that we're probably going to see a lot of. You're going to see a lot of people who basically just don't believe in the voting system anymore, don't believe in the American system anymore. They're not going to vote. They're not going to, you understand? They're not going to participate in the voting system. And so, you know, we're going to see, I believe that you might see a decline in voting this time around. All right. But I just wanted to bring it to the forefront that we have to get out of this mindset that Trump supporters are just people who basically have a lot of hatred in their heart, and they want to just like be ready to desist, and they want to just like, Dad. Yes, son, hold on. All right, and I'm back. So yeah, so you know, we can't just pile up and lump up everybody in one barrel and say that these are just some dumb country hicks marrying cousins and all that type of stuff, and filled with a lot of hate and just rated the cis and hate black people. And I think that that's definitely not true. You can find a lot of people that you can find a lot of common ground with, that you can even persuade. Because a lot of the people that I see that aren't voting for Trump anymore, they were basically, they just paid attention and they said, boy, they don't believe that he's going to be serving their interest if he comes back into office. And so they're not going to be voting for the man anymore. And it's as simple as that. You understand? And we have to look at it as that people who support people is because they believe that these presidents or the running candidate for presidency, they support certain values and certain policies that may be beneficial to them, which is why they vote these people in. You understand? And it goes deeper than just how the surface level that a lot of people think. Now back to the topic of, you know, the assassination attempt. Really and truly, let me tell you something. Had that attempt been successful in basically wounding him very, very severely, people, I honestly, really and truly believe that it would have kick-started the Civil War. It would have started it off from a very minute level, and it would eventually snowball into, you know, one of the greatest civil war that we would probably experience in our lifetime or in the history of humankind. Because were he to be wounded severely, it would be blamed on his Democratic opponents, and then it would be blamed on the Democratic liberal people who support these political opponents. And so the conservative Republican voters would now believe that their lives are in danger and that they need to basically take matters into their own hands to take back their country, or to take back the country of the USA, right? They're gonna start with a lot of things. They're gonna go and listen. This is how things are gonna go. If you don't know how, like, invasions or how war works, or how a type of civil war works, here's how things work. People basically, they form a group, they take over one area. Once they believe that they build up that area strong enough to withstand them for a couple of months, they move forward and take over our next area, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So they would go state by state, gaining allies, capturing people, and taking over state by state until they would have believed that all 50 states in the United States would have been saved by them. So I don't know, but it's more than possible that this would have started. This would have been the snowball effect, the minute part of the snowball effect that would have kicked off the Civil War, would have started a lot of the more extreme MAGA supporters to take up arms and to start, even in their own states, basically doing the things that they said that they're just going to do anyway. And they definitely, I mean, they would start by, I think, eliminating a lot of people. I do believe, like in the movie Civil War, when there was that scene where the guy was just like eliminating people out of his hatred, that would definitely start it off. And I'm telling you, that's definitely what would happen. They would start by eliminating certain people that they did not consider to be Americans, whether these people were green card holders or naturalized citizens, or, you know, whatever it is, however long they lived there. I honestly, really and truly believe that these people would start by taking a lot of them out. I don't know where the politicians would lie in all of this, because really and truly, when things get tough, politicians tend to run away from situations like this and leave the people to fend for themselves. This is why I tell people all the time, you can't trust politicians or put your trust in politicians. It just doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, if a natural disaster is coming to their land, they're gonna go to some island and go chill out until the natural disaster pass, and then come back and govern the country again as if nothing happened. Their thing is always continued government, so they can withhold, or that they can hold on to the power that they had before the natural disaster and after the natural disaster. You know, but should war break out, in the USA, civil war, please believe that it will happen in most of the states. In most of the states that are basically battling right now with all the problems that they're having, it's gonna start in those major states. Then it will spread out to the rest of America. My belief is that once that happens, that's the seal of the third horse being released to remove peace from the earth. Is that the third horse? Yeah, I think that's the third horse. Removing peace from the earth. You know? Because once America goes into chaos, America being the main country that leads the new world right now, then all the other countries are going to follow. And you must understand the severity of what happened. A lot of people just brushing it off that, oh, you know, Trump, they just try to, you know, take out the former President Trump and thing. No, yo, that's not, it's not as like laid back as you would like to think. It's a very serious situation. It's a situation that could go left at any point in time after this even. It's a situation that could go left at any point in time. And as I've said in my last video, that's the psyop being played on people's minds. You understand? Those on the left who saw this happen are basically saying, no, this is an orchestrated attack on the man from the left. I can no longer be associated with the left. So now they're going to switch over from the left and go and vote to the right. And those who were basically swing voters, in basically saying that, you know, they're independent, they're not really sure of who they're going to vote for, they're definitely going to vote for Trump now. Because they're going to look at it and say, like, boy, the left is very, very, like, you know, dangerous, in that it almost made Trump a martyr. It almost made Trump a martyr. And had they made him a martyr, it would have been even worse. We don't know who, by the way, who would have stepped up if Trump had been taken out, because I don't really see much candidates running anymore. We know Vivek Ramaswamy not gonna get any votes. Nobody likes that dude. DeSantis, nobody likes him either. I gotta be honest, there were two people that I would definitely cast my votes for, on the left or on the right. The first person that I honestly said I would vote for if he was a president was Ted Cruz, because he had a lot of policies that I believe were very good. And, well, actually, he's the second person, but the first person I said I would vote for would be, what the guy name again? Something that burned. I can't remember the man's name. And he was running against Hillary. You guys know what I'm talking about. Mr. Burns or something like that. So anyway, he had a lot of great policies too. I should just look up his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Those were the two main candidates that I believe spoke to the values that I wanted to uphold and vote for. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the topic of what's happening to Trump, or what's happening in that area of him almost being taken out. This is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. People wanna stay blessed up, wanna stay prayed up, wanna pay attention, wanna stick to fasting and prayer, wanna watch and see what's going on right now. Please pay attention, people. Pay attention. You understand? Pay attention. I can't tell them anymore to pay attention. This is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Peace, love, and respect. I am out.